What's up, guys? Back with another video. Back with the last video game review. Washington Wizards versus Toronto Raptors. Uh, last game review of the season. Last game of the season for the Wizards. Wizards lose in Game 6. Elimination game to the Toronto Raptors. And no, it's not a malfunction that's going on. I'm really sitting in the dark because that's how it feels. But yeah, this season, like, I don't even know what to say, guys. Wizards lost, and even though as Wizards fans, you kind of already knew this was coming. You knew it wasn't gonna happen. We weren't gonna really make it. It still hurts to see. It's still painful. You still feel that sting of the fact that we lost. Wizards lost at 6. Score was like 102-92 in favor of the Raptors. Everybody I talked to already knew beforehand, like, yeah, it's over with. Once they squandered their opportunity to win Game 5 in Toronto, it was kind of like, it sucks though. Still sucks, still hurts to see like your team really sit there and not even really try in the last few minutes. Like, they scored 4 points in the last 4 minutes of the game, and they really lost to Toronto's bench. Like, that's who they lost to. Toronto's bench really contributed, especially with the appearance of Fred VanVleet him coming back into the series and healing. And me, I'm talking about, wishing for Fred VanVleet's speedy recovery. I'm like, well, yeah, like on Monday, for him to come back Monday. But yeah, so the Wizards lost this series or whatever. Last game for them. They're out. The season's over. We could talk a little bit about the game, I guess. A little bit. About to get bright though. Hold on. So a little bit about the game. The Raptors. Fred VanVleet was back, and he had 5 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Jakob Poeltl, 7 points. C.J. Miles with 7 points. Pascal Siakam with 11. DeLon Wright only had 4 points, but they played really strong defense. They forced a lot of turnovers. They were on the Wizards. The game was pretty close throughout the first 3 quarters. Wizards were actually up 10. They came on fire. It was like 15-4 in the first few minutes. And then they ended the first quarter up 10, ended the second quarter up 3. The Raptors, they went on a little run. And what can you say? Congrats to the Raptors. They worked hard. They were the number 1 seed this season. They made it to the second round. DeMar DeRozan had 16 points. He wasn't really like scoring too much. It wasn't really him. It was just honestly a really great effort by the bench. And Kyle Lowry with 24 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. Jonas Valanciunas, 14 points, 12 rebounds, double for him, and 7 points for Anunoby, 7 points for Ibaka. Yeah, the Raptors bench really came out and made a difference in the fourth quarter against the Wizards starters. Yes, the Wizards starters. Team really showed no fight in the last ending of the game. Mike Scott had 8 points in 15 minutes, and I feel like Scott Brooks did not even play him enough. Jan Mahimi, 8 minutes, 4 points. Ty Lawson, 6 points in 20 minutes. Thomas Satoransky, only 2 points. He had 18 minutes. He didn't trust his bench. It was very short lineup tonight. Nine-man lineup, 9 guys in the rotation. Otto Porter out with a left leg contusion. He got a procedure to basically repair that today. He has what's called compartment syndrome. He had left leg contusion. There was like blood building up in that area, so got a procedure to fix that. And he's been injured for a majority of the season, or at least that's what we would like to believe it was the cause of his lack of production really throughout the season, and inconsistency. I guess that's the word you could use to describe the season. Actually, it is the word you can use to describe the season. Inconsistency, losing to sub 500 teams, playing down to their competition, playing absolutely no defense. That game they lost to the Orlando Magic, they really could have and should have won. It was a whole woulda, shoulda season. Could have and should have won, and maybe could have even had played the Boston Celtics and had a better shot at this. But it is what it is at this point. Scott Brooks lineups have been trash all season. You play Gortat 32 minutes. Kelly Oubre's in the starting lineup tonight in place of Otto Porter. He only scores 3 points and 3 rebounds. Marcin Gortat with 2 points and 7 rebounds. You play him for 31 freaking minutes. You only play Michael Scott 15 minutes, the only one who's trying and giving you anything off the bench, really, and Ty Lawson as well. Yeah, anybody that was doing anything right, Scott Brooks took them out, which is the usual for him. He loves to play the starters and overwork the starters. John Wall played 40 minutes this game, which is better than his 44 minutes before. I'm sitting there trying to figure out, like, dang, how much time is he gonna get off the on the bench to rest? He was playing the whole first 2 quarters, I believe, and then he got a little break at the end of the third and a little break in the second. But for the most part, he was out there all night. Bradley Beal 43 minutes, 32 points. John Wall 23 points. It's just an awful outing by all of them, especially an elimination game, Game 6. Wizards fans were kind of sort of hoping for another Game 6 performance like last year when we felt like all was lost and Wall took that shot and won the game for us. And it's just like, it didn't happen again this year. We weren't really expecting it, but goodness gracious. Anyway, I'm tired. I know you guys are tired. I'm tired from lack of sleep. I'm tired from the BS of this team and just over it. You know what I mean? Just over it. Just ready for the off season. Part of me is just like kind of glad they got this loss so they can see that there's issues. Oh yeah, Markieff Morris with 15 rebounds and 12 points, but at this point, what does that mean? And so they can see that there's issues that need to be fixed and realize, like, you guys are not all that. You guys, all that talk you guys are doing, all that talk. Last few minutes, what do you call it? Kelly Oubre attempted to shoot, attempted to score, attempted to lay up. He got blocked by DeLon Wright for all that trash talk the other day. This season was just marred by, talking too much and not enough action. Inconsistency all season, playing down to the competition, losing to sub 500 teams, no energy, no defense, lack of care, lack of heart, giving up leads. Same thing, same story, different day for the game. I know we're all sick of it. We're all just tired. Like, not even much to say. I'll probably be back tomorrow with more videos, like, in depth of like what I really think. But yeah, Scott Brooks is continuing just to be trash with his lineups, and the team is continuing to be trash as well. Just trash as well. When they don't have to be. They don't have to be. Like, we've seen this team play properly before, and I mean, tonight just wasn't that night for them. Seemed like no night is really that night for them. Every now and again, it's that night for them. They won Game 4, and I'm just happy that I was able to be in the building and experience the last few moments as a happy Wizards fan, you know? And that's about it, guys. I'll be back with more videos, and it's the last game of you guys. The Wizards season, and they lose in 6 games to the Raptors. Congrats to the Raps. Good night, guys. Peace. It's your